So let's come to the chapter number 4 in the mathematical methods of physics, TYBSc. The title of the chapter is Special Function. Same is the chapter in the MSc also, MSc Physics, MSc Physics 1, Mathematical Methods of Physics. There is a separate module on these special functions. Almost syllabus included in TYBSc and MSc is just same, but there is some little depth in post-graduation. There is some little depth is expected. That is also we are going to cover here. So right from the beginning we are going to discuss three different types of functions. These are called as special functions. So first one is called as Legendre function, second is called as the Hermite function, and third one is called as the Bessel function of first kind. Now one will wonder why these functions are called as special functions and from where these functions come. Now in mathematics or as well as in physics, we come across different types of mathematical functions like geometrical functions, sine theta, cos theta, or trigonometric functions, or other types of algebraic functions. Not many functions are available there, and you will find that all these functions are applicable everywhere, almost in all branches of mathematics, all branches of physics, or other branches of science. These functions can be used. So all these functions are very general function. General in the sense they can be used everywhere. They can be used at all in all phenomenon to describe something physically as well as mathematically. Apart from that, there are certain functions which are specifically used for a particular purpose, depending upon the problem of physics, depending upon the mathematical requirement, depending upon the physical situation. We are needed to use some specialized functions, some very special functions, and such functions are called as special functions. So I think you might have understand what I do want to say about this. So these are some special functions. Like in our home, we use some special dresses at some special functions. Okay, for example, in marriage, we use very different attire as compared to the everyday attire we do have. That means every day we use different types of clothes, and on some special functions we use very different clothes or different types of attire. So that is what. So here also, in this case of mathematical functions or in this case of some physical situations, we use some functions which are very special, and this type of functions are called as these special functions. So as I said earlier, Legendre or you might have seen, or we have seen earlier, all these cases. We have discussed all these Laplace equations. Just me right here. Laplace equation. I'll just revise the things what we have done in TYBSc class earlier. That equation is given to be del square psi is equal to 0. Now remember, we have solved this equation in three different types of coordinate system. One is called as Cartesian coordinate system. That is X, Y, and Z, three-dimensional. Hello, whose mic is on? Please keep your microphone off. Number 2, second type of coordinate system we have used is a spherical polar coordinate system. Spherical polar coordinate system, and this was r, theta, phi type of coordinate system. And third one is cylindrical coordinate system. I am sure all TYBSc students as well as the students those who studied their BSc in physics earlier here in Pune University, they all know all this, and that is rho, phi, and z. Those who are from the outside Pune University, they might not have gone through this, but doesn't matter. These are the three different types of coordinate system, and we have used or we have solved this del square. We have written del square here. We have written del square in this type of system. We have written del square here also, and then we have solved these differential equations using the series solution method. or that is called as Frobenius series solution method. And I think you have gone for this Frobenius series solution method, and while solving this Legendre differential equation, now that particular form of differential equation I am not mentioning it here, not to have a confusion. Solving this series solution, this Legendre differential equation, solving this by method this of series solution method, Legendre differential equation in the spherical polar coordinate system, we obtained infinite series. Okay, actually there are, I think some of you might be remaining, infinite series. Actually 3 series we got. There are 3 different series are possible, because there are case 1, there was case 2, and there was case 3. Now depending upon these initial equations we had different cases. Actually this is not a part of here, what I am going to got here, this is not the part here. So using this particular series solution method for solving Laplace equation in the spherical polar coordinate system, we obtain the series solutions. Or we have a Legendre differential equation. Solving this Legendre differential equation in the cylindrical coordinate system, Laplace equation in the cylindrical coordinate system, one r part or theta part and phi part equations we got. One of the equation has the standard form, that is called as Legendre differential equation, and solving that differential equation using the method of separate solution, the series solution, Frobenius method of series solution, we have obtained 3 solutions, case 1, case 2, case 3, which were all infinite series. And then using certain boundary conditions, we converted these series into polynomials. So we have, in case of Legendre, we have obtained the polynomial which is called as Legendre polynomial. At that time we have introduced these polynomials, how to get these polynomials and all that. I am not writing any polynomial here at present now. But now this particular polynomials can be obtained by other methods. Before that, let me give a very brief understanding of this, why we need this type of solutions. So you might be knowing, whenever there are separate different physical problems. So problem 1, that means Laplace equation in r theta phi, we come across this Legendre functions. So wherever the problems, there is Laplace equation is to be used and r theta phi coordinate is to be used. In that case, these Legendre functions have a special use. That's why this is a special function. Second, you might have seen this simple harmonic oscillator, quantum mechanical. Simple harmonic oscillator. And in this case, we require special functions which are called as Hermite function. Hermite's function. So second function. And third, another very simple in electrodynamics. Whenever we have to solve a problem of the circular cylindrical coordinates, or whenever a physical problem where we are needed to use this cylindrical coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system is to be used in several problems. For example, coaxial cable. Okay, that is the wire which is having different layers, coaxial layers, and this is conducting something, either electric field, magnetic field, or some current in that case. So in such a problem, we need a very special functions which are called as Bessel functions. Actually, there are 2 different types of Bessel functions, but Bessel function of first kind, and we are going to introduce these 3 functions here in our chapter. How these functions are defined, what are their properties, and what are their applications, so physical applications. These are the things we are going to discuss in detail when we go for all these type of special functions. So I'm sure you might have got an idea what are the three different types of special functions we are going to introduce here. For their that means first we are going to introduce these functions, and remember the method with which we obtain legendary polynomials as well as Bessel polynomials as well as Hermite polynomials from the last chapter, that is one method. Go for a series solution and get a infinite series and apply certain boundary conditions and get polynomial. That is one method. Apart from that, there are two more methods to obtain these type of functions, and these methods we are going to discuss. One is called as generating function. Okay. Two methods are there. Method A is called as generating function. So we can generate all these polynomials or these functions using certain generating functions. What these are, how they are, how to use them, that's also we are going to discuss in detail. And second method is called as Rodrigues formula. Rodrigues formula. So this is a mathematical formula. Use this, get legendary polynomial or function. You can use this and also you can get this legendary functions or legendary polynomials. And third method is this series solution method, and using this series solution method also one can get legendary polynomials. So try to understand, every such special function can be obtained by three different ways. Three different methodologies are available for obtaining this type of functions or special functions, and therefore first of the function we are going to discuss today here is this given next title. This is called as the generating function for legendary polynomial. So let's go for first. It is legendary polynomial. Legendary polynomial. And we are using this generating function. Generating function for legendary polynomial. Legendary polynomial. And some of you might be remembering these polynomials are defined by this Pn of x. N is order, x is variable, and this is the polynomial Pn of x. Now we'll write in very short. The generating function. Generating function. Okay. Hence upon we are going to write GF. GF means generating function. Generating function for legendary polynomial. For legendary polynomial or function. I am using polynomial and function. Same words at the polynomial level is this. It is a function, some function g of two variables x and t. G of xt is equal to 1 minus twice xt plus t square, and this bracket raised to minus half. Okay, call this to be equation 1. This is a generating function. This function generates all the legendary polynomials, either p0x, p1x, p2x. All orders of polynomials can be generated using this function g of xt. Okay, so we'll write very brief function of two variables xt when generating function is expanded. We are going to see this expanded around t is equal to 0, second variable t is equal to 0, legendary polynomials Pn of x, legendary polynomials Pn of x occur as coefficient of, I'll explain everything, don't worry about this, coefficient of t raised to n in the power series. Okay, now what we have written in this statement, that is what we are going to do further. So the generating function given is this. that is whatever we have written here. The legendary polynomials are the coefficients of legendary polynomial or coefficients of t raised to n in the power series expansion. For lot many people, all these words may be very new at the beginning. Doesn't matter, it's not that difficult. Of g of xt, power series expansion of this, and the coefficient of t raised to n. When we expand this g of xt in the power series, we get t raised to n multiplied by some coefficient, and these coefficients are nothing but legendary polynomials. So that's what mathematically it is mentioned by this 1 minus twice xt plus t square raised to minus half. If it is expanded, we get series or the power series starting from n equal to 0 to infinity. This is Pn of x multiplied by t raised to n. Call this to be equation 2. So this is how. That means we are expanding this 1 minus twice xt. Expanding means we are binomial expansion. We are going to use binomial expansion. Once it is expanded, we get a power series in t that has t raised to 0, t raised to 1, t raised to 2, t raised to 3, etc. to t raised to n number of terms. Every term has some coefficient, and all these coefficients are p0x, p1x, p2x, p3x, etc. These are nothing but the legendary polynomials. So let's do these things as follows. Okay, now consider the GF, generating function. Now let's consider the generating function. Now here will require some knowledge of mathematics earlier. G of xt is given by 1 minus twice xt plus t square raised to minus half. Okay, this is what we have been given. I can write this as, so one can write this as a in the bracket. This can be written as, take 1 here, minus twice xt minus t square. Okay, this is the bracket, and now square bracket raised to minus half. All this to be equation 3. And now this is again a knowledge of mathematics we needed here. The binomial expansion. What is binomial expansion? Of 1 minus y raised to n is, this is an expansion, binomial expansion of 1 minus y raised to minus n, not plus n. 1 minus y raised to minus n is given by, that is 1 minus y raised to minus n, provided this y is very very small as compared to this 1. So this expansion gives you very simple series. First term is 1 plus n into y upon 1 factorial plus n into n plus 1 upon 2 factorial into y square. Now you can very easily write the third term. It will be n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 divide by, now this time this denominator will be 3 factorial. So 0 factorial, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, and this n goes on increasing. 0, then n plus 0, n plus 1, n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into y cube. Now next term is now n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 divide by 4 factorial multiplied by y raised to 4th, and so on. Infinite series. So this is my equation 4. So this binomial expansion of 1 minus y raised to minus n is given by 1 plus n into small y divided by 1 factorial. Third term is n into n plus 1 upon 2 factorial into y square. third term is n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 upon 3 factorial into y raised to 3, and so on. This is what a binomial expansion of 1 minus y raised to n. Now using binomial expansion for equation 3. So for this equation 3, this is 1 minus y raised to minus half. I have to use this. So if I use this expansion, this g of xt is equal to, in the bracket, 1 minus twice xt minus t square raised to minus half. Okay, I am using this as 1 and this is my y. Okay, so this is y and this is 1 minus y raised to, so this time n is equal to minus half, keep in mind. So if n is equal to minus half, first term I'll get is 1, then next term is n is 1 half, so this is 1 half here. Now what is y? Y is this, twice xt minus t square, only y, and divide by 1 factorial as per this second term, n into y divide by 1 factorial. So n is 1 half. Okay, it is minus 1 half, so it is minus n, but n is equal to 1 half. Minus n is minus half, therefore n is equal to plus half. That's what I am getting. This is 1 half here. Into this y is twice xt minus t square raised to 1 divided by 1 factorial. Next term I can write here 1 half, that is n. Now n plus 1, n is 1 half plus 1 is 3 by 2. So the next term is 3 by 2 into, this time it is twice xt minus t square raised to 2. This is y square divided by 2 factorial. Can you write third? Next term plus 1 half plus 3 by 2, and this n plus 2, that means n is equal to how much? N is plus half plus 2 is 5 by 2. So this is 5 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus 3 into 3 by 2 into 5 by 2 into, this time it is twice xt minus t square raised to 3. Here it is raised to 1, raised to 2, raised to 3, divide by 3 factorial, and so on. Now simplify this. Therefore this gives me, I'll write it here on the extreme, therefore this g of xt under this expansion at t, around t is equal to 0, binomial expansion, first term will remain as it is 1. Now here this is 1 by 2 and twice x, so this 2 can be cancelled. If I separate this, separate kela, twice xt minus t square, twice xt upon 1 into 1 by 2, so this will get cancelled. So I'll get 1 x into t, then 1 will get minus t square upon 2. This is one term here, but here also solving this, when I solve this twice xt plus t square, I'll get 4x square t square plus t raised to 4 minus 2 into 2 is 4xt into t square, that will be 4x into t cube, and every term has 2 factorial. 2 factorials having value to be equal to 2. 3 by 2 is there, 1 by 2 is there, and here also expanding this twice xt minus xt cube, that raised to 3, this expansion, and adjusting all these terms, we will get next term is plus 1 half times 3x square. If you want, you can carry out this operation separately, minus 1 into t square, and plus all other terms. This is my equation number 5. So I got a series. This is t raised to 0 first term, t raised to 1 into this coefficient, t raised to 2 into this coefficient. Likewise we'll get t raised to 3 into some coefficient there. So when I expand this g of xt around t is equal to 0 with the binomial expansion, I'll get the power series in t raised to n, or t in power series in t, which is having t raised to 0, t raised to 1, t raised to 2, t raised to 3, all these coefficients are there. For that you have to solve this. याच्यातलं प्रत्येक term solve करा, first, second, third, fourth, at least 3-4 terms, and then rearrange the terms. You will get this series as g of xt is equal to 1 plus xt plus 1 half 3x square minus 1 into t square, and so on. Okay, this is what equation number 5. And earlier we have g of xt, this expansion as we have written earlier, is given by summation n equal to 0 to infinity. This is p(n) of x into t raised to n. So if I expand this, take different values of n starting from 0, I'll get first term is p0 of x into t raised to 0. Then next term is p1x, so it is p1 of x into t raised to 1. Then I will get p2 of x into t raised to 2. Likewise p3 of x into t raised to 3, and so on. This expansion. Okay, now this is equation 6. Now this is t raised to 0. Here it is t raised to 0. Okay, in the equation 5. T raised to 1. Here it is t raised to 1. T raised to 2. Here it is also t raised to 2. Then again there will be t raised to 3. Here also will be t raised to 3. And now the coefficient here p0x and this one are same. Coefficient here p1x is nothing but x. Coefficient p2x is nothing but 1 by 2, 3x square minus 1, etc. That means comparing equation 5 and 6. Comparing equations 5 and 6. या दोघांची compare करा. You'll get something very special. That is, I'll get p0x is simply equal to, so see the coefficient of t0, it is going to be 1, so p0x is 1. Then if I compare this p1x, here it is this x, so p1 of x is equal to simply x. Then p2 of x is equal to 1 half into 3x square minus 1. And likewise if I go for this p3x, okay, which is not done here, but we can go for this, one will get, this is 1 by 5 times 5x cube minus 3x. Okay, and all these are called as legendary polynomials. Okay, all these are called as legendary polynomials. Of first few orders. Now TYBSC students, you can check same legendary polynomials we obtained in the last chapter 2. मागच्या चॅप्टर मध्ये सुद्धा याच प्रकारच्या legendary polynomials तुम्ही मिळवलेला आहे. So you can compare it later on whether we are getting same legendary polynomials or not, and this can be done here. And now very interesting picture, the graph, that graph I will show. Can we plot this? So let's plot. Let us plot first few legendary polynomials. That is, we have to plot a curve p1 of x versus x. P1 of x versus x. So let me draw a particular diagram here. So this is a parallel line. This is origin 0. Then this is 0.5 plus minus 0.5 on the right side. This is 1 minus 1. You can have plus 1 minus 1. This is plus 1, and other than that. This is the going from minus infinity to plus infinity. This is my value of x. X varies from this, and here I am drawing vertical to this. This is the Pn of x, or that is y. Y-axis is Pn of x, and this is minus y. So here also this is minus x. Now look at this. P0 of x. For all values of x, whether it is plus 1, minus 1, fraction, whatever, you'll get this is giving you all the time value. Here also I can get there to be this value is to be 1 here, this is plus 2, in between I have fractions 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 0.1, then 1.25, 1.50, 1.75, 2. Here also I'll get this 1, 2, 3, 4, this is minus 1, there's a minus 2, and so on. So these are the values of P1 of x, negative as well as positive. Minus P1 of x. So this is plus P1 of x. Now first gives me P0x. When I put all the values of x, whatever, minus 1, plus 1, 0, plus 2, plus 3, minus 4, whatever, every time I'll get this value to be equal to 1. So for x equal to 0.5, I'll get this 1. When I put x equal to 1, I'll get this value of Legendre polynomial is 1. When I put x is equal to 0, again I'll get this value. When I put x is equal to minus 0.5, again I'll get this value. And here for x equal to minus 1, P0x gives me again same value, that is 1. So it is constant for all. So if I connect all these points, I'll get a first Legendre polynomial. This is my P0 of x. So P0x is equal to 1 irrespective of the value of x. X की value कितनी असू दे, this P0x gives me value to be equal to 1. So my y of P1 of x is equal to simply 1, or P0 of x is equal to simply 1 for all values of x, right from negative to positive, etc. That gives me first polynomial, Legendre polynomial, which is plotted here, and that is a straight line parallel to the x-axis. Now can you imagine what happens in the second? Now when I put value of x is equal to 0, I'll get this is now this point. When I put x is equal to 0.5 plus 0.5, I'll get P1 of 0.5 is equal to 0.5 according to this. So I'll get this value 0.5 here. When I put P1 of x, now when I put x is equal to 1, P1 of 1 is equal to value of x, that is equal to 1. So I'll get this particular number. Same on the negative side, when I put P1 of x is equal to minus 0.5, I'll get this value here, half of this. When I put x is equal to minus 1, that will be P1 of x minus 1 is equal to minus 1. So I'll get this value here. So connect all these points. So connecting all the, I got something here. This should pass through this. So that is how this is passing through this one again, and this is my P1 of x. So value of x is the value of P1 of x, and therefore in the first positive half I'll get this particular P1 of x is positive, increasing in such a manner, whereas in the negative half the P1 of x takes negative values because x itself takes negative values, and therefore we get a line continuous to that, but it is in the negative quadrant. Okay, so this is my second Legendre polynomial P1x. P0x is 1, P1x is simply equal to x, and now similarly for this P2x, P2 of x. Now put x is equal to 0. When I put x, I'll do it here. When I put x is equal to 0, now what will happen? P2 of 0 is equal to, now this is 1 half 3 into 0 minus 1. So how much it is? 3 into 0 is 0, minus 1 is 3 into 0 is 0, minus 1 is minus 1 upon 2. So I'll get this value to be minus half. So P2 of 0 is equal to minus half. That means when I put x is equal to 0, I'll get this value to be here somewhere. Minus half means half of this. Third point. Similarly, put x is equal to 1. Now what will happen? P2 of x is equal to 1 half into 3 multiplied by 1 square. I have put x is equal to 1 minus 1. So let's check what happens here. It is 1 half into the bracket 3 into 1 square is 3 minus 1. So it is 2 upon 2 is 1. So I am getting this value here. When I put x is equal to 1, I'll get this value as this. Similarly, put x is equal to minus 1. Okay, I'll read here. X is equal to minus 1. Now what happens to this P2 of x? P2 of x is equal to 1 by 2 into 3 multiplied by x square minus 1. So this is 1 half into the bracket 3 minus half, sorry, it's minus 1 square and minus half minus 1. So 3 into minus 1 square is 1. So 3 into 1 is 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 upon 2 is 1 again. So I will get, when I put x is equal to minus 1, I'll get another value is this. And the पुढच्या व्हॅल्यूज तर घ्यायच्या असतील त्या पण घ्या. But if I connect all these points, I'll get a curve which passes here. It crosses somewhere there to the x-axis, then touches here to this point, and then again it crosses here and goes here. So this is my P2x. This is my P2x. Other P3x is bit difficult to draw here, but doesn't matter. We'll draw this P3x as here. Okay, the shape of the P3x is shown by this. The shape goes here, then passes through origin, goes down here, and again passes through this. So this is my P3 of x. So whatever lines curves we have drawn here, they can be seen from this diagram. So P0x is a straight line passing through point 1 parallel to x-axis. This is P0x, it's a straight line. P1x is also straight line, but it is crossing this origin for negative values and for positive values. So it is having certain slope, and this is what a P1 of x. Then P2x, if it is calculated, this P2x is as shown by the curve here. This is my P2x, which takes positive and negative values for different values of x, and that is how this is a curve shown to be a curve like parabola. And the P3x, if it is plotted, this curve is found to be have negative extent as well as positive extents. But one very interesting point one can see in this graph. या ग्राफमध्ये सगळ्यात एक छान महत्त्वाचा पॉईंट कोणाला तरी आढळेल. सो एनीवन, तुमच्यापैकी कोणीही सांगा याच्या ग्रुपमधलं की देर इज समथिंग व्हेरी स्पेशल अबाउट दिस. या सगळ्या कर्वचा एक स्पेशल काहीतरी आहे. व्हॉट इज दिस? एनीवन, आयदर फ्रॉम BSc ग्रुप और MSc ग्रुप, डजंट मॅटर. हॅलो, अरे तुम्ही ऐकतात का नाही? शरण्या, फुलसुरकर, वेदश्री, और फ्रॉम MSc ग्रुप. ऐकताय का? मी बोलतो ते ऐकत आहे का?
येस सर, येस सर.
ओके, सो व्हॉट इज दिस स्पेशालिटी ऑफ दिस ऑल दिस कर्व्स? ह्या सगळ्या कर्वची काहीतरी स्पेशालिटी आहे. व्हॉट इज द स्पेशालिटी? जस्ट चेक, जस्ट चेक.
एका ठिकाणी मीट झाले.
कुठं कुठं झाले ते?
P0x.
येस, P0x नाही. ॲट व्हॅल्यू ऑफ x इज इक्वल टू 1, ऑल द कर्व्स हॅव देअर व्हॅल्यू टू बी इक्वल टू 1. बरोबर नाही? सगळ्या कर्वचं व्हॅल्यू P0x इज 1, P1x इज 1, P2x इज 1, P3x इज 1. सगळे कर्व्स दे आर क्रॉसिंग थ्रू द पॉईंट x इज इक्वल टू, म्हणजे हा जो आपला कॉर्डिनेट आहे हियर, this coordinate is 1 1. Okay, so this is 1 and 1. So all the curves are passing, and if you remember, तुम्हाला आठवत असेल, we have gone through this. आपण ज्यावेळेस लिजेंड्रे पॉलिनॉमियल फंक्शन मिळवले, म्हणजे सिरीज मिळवल्या, तिथून आपण लिजेंड्रे पॉलिनॉमियल्स मिळवल्या. ॲट दॅट टाइम वी हॅव पुट वन सच कंडिशन. आपण कंडिशन लिहिली होती, फॉर x इक्वल टू 1 दॅट पर्टिक्युलर पॉलिनॉमियल शुड गिव्ह यू व्हॅल्यू टू बी इक्वल टू 1. That is what reflected here. तेच या ठिकाणी रिफ्लेक्ट होते की every legendary polynomial is passing through this point 1 1. Okay, that is what. So condition we have used there, mathematically वापरली होती, but geometrically that shows here each and every curve, because these polynomials are special, very special, such that they all polynomials, legendary polynomials. Now आता कुठली ऑर्डर घ्या, P10x, P20x, P100x, doesn't matter, every polynomial you go, you'll find that each and every polynomial passes through this point 1 and 1, and that is the speciality. That's why this is a special function. That's why it is a special function. So write one statement below here. Thus it can be shown thus it can be shown from the graph, okay, from the diagram, that each polynomial, each one is every polynomial passes through point 1 1, okay, not 1 minus 1 or not minus 1 1, etc. So it except 1 1, nowhere they are crossing. So this is a one speciality here. So it can be shown from the diagram that every polynomial passes through the point 1 1, and that's what here we have finished this discussion of how to get legendary polynomials from generating function. So you can check later on the legendary polynomial obtained by generating function and legendary polynomials which are been obtained by taking this infinite series and legendary polynomials using certain boundary conditions. These polynomials obtained and polynomials obtained here are just same. We have not plotted those there. त्या लेक्चर मध्ये किंवा त्या चॅप्टर मध्ये आपण त्या पॉलिनॉमियल्स प्लॉट केल्या नव्हत्या. इथं मात्र आपण त्या पॉलिनॉमियल्स प्लॉट केल्यानंतर वी गॉट दिस टाइप ऑफ कर्व्स हियर. I'll share you later on another picture, very nice picture of all these polynomials from internet, but that will be later on. But we can understand how one can plot these legendary polynomials from the given data, from the given information or the equations we have obtained, p0x, p1x, p2x, etc., etc. Okay. Now this is what the first part. Second part is properties. We'll see few properties of this legendary polynomials. Properties of legendary polynomials. Properties of legendary polynomials. The next item. There are lot many properties. First, lot many. We are not going to discuss each and every property. Important properties from the conceptual point of view, properties that we are going to discuss here. First, we have to show show that Pn of 1 is equal to 1, and B, Pn of minus 1. म्हणजे x च्या you have to change the order and every time you have to take x equal to 1. That is आता आपण जे पाहिलंच की कुठली पॉलिनॉमियल घ्या आणि x equal to 1 घेतला की प्रत्येकाचा रिझल्ट हा 1 येतो. This is what outcome. Here I am taking any polynomial like p0x, p1x, p2x, but this time I am taking x equal to minus 1, and here it comes to be minus 1 raised to n. Very important property. This can be proved mathematically as follows. So first property is Pn of 1 is equal to 1 and Pn of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 raised to n. Now let's go for its proof. First, A, consider the generating function. Consider the generating function. What is generating function? We have written earlier. G of xt is equal to 1 minus twice xt plus t square raised to minus half. This is my generating function. Now we are asked x for x equal to 1. We get x equal to 1. We get what we will get here. G of 1 and t is equal to, put x, this x is equal to 1, so we will get 1 minus twice t plus t square raised to minus half. But this bracket 1 minus twice t plus t square can be written as, this can be written as in the bracket 1 minus t square raised to minus half. So expanding this, 1 minus t square is 1 minus twice t plus t square. So for this I can write 1 minus t raised to 2 and raised to 2 and raised to minus half. So this 2 will get cancelled and 1 will get simply, this is 1 minus t raised to minus 1. So 1 will get 1 minus t raised to minus 1, and I'm sure you might be knowing this expansion, 1 minus x raised to minus 1. this expansion. So using this expansion, I'll get, therefore g of 1t is equal to this expansion 1 minus t raised to minus 1 is a very simple expansion. It is given as all positive numbers, 1 plus t square plus t cube plus t raised to 4 and so on, all positive numbers. And here this is power series in t and coefficient here. Now I can write this is p0 of 1 into t raised to 0 plus p1 of 1 into t raised to 1 plus p2 of 1 into t raised to 2 plus p3 of 1 into t raised to 3 and so on. And comparing this and this is p0 of 1 is 1, p1 of 1 is 1, p2 of 1 is also 1, p3 of 1 is also 1 and likewise. Okay? And therefore I can write here g of 1t is equal to summation over n equal to 0 to infinity. खरं तर वरची टर्म तशीच येणार आहे. This is Pn of 1 into t raised to n, and that is what we have written here. It is P0, putting different values of n, P0 of 1 into t raised to 0 plus P1 of 1 into t raised to 1 plus P2 of 1 into t raised to 2, P3 of 1 into t raised to 3 and so on. Now we can call this to be equation A here, and this is B. So we can comparing A and B, comparing equation A and B, can compare this, and that shows you every Pn of 1. Okay, so either n equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. everywhere it is come to be 1, 1, 1 and 1. So that is simply 1. This is my proof of first property. Similarly, now second B, part B, we have to go for here for B, x equal to minus 1. You can do it. Put x equal to minus 1. Therefore, generating function is given by g of minus 1 and t is equal to, here bracket 1 minus twice xt plus t square, this bracket raised to minus half. This is my generating function. So put x equal to minus 1. So this gives me 1 plus minus 1 into minus 2 is plus 2. So it is twice t plus t square raised to minus half. Actually this bracket was not needed. That is equal to so 1 plus 2 twice t plus t can be written as 1 plus t square, and this bracket, entire bracket raised to minus half. Again this 2 and minus half, matla 2, that will get cancelled, and I'll get this expression as 1 plus t raised to minus 1. This is an expansion. Now look, check what we got in earlier case. In earlier case we got 1 minus t raised to minus 1 here, 1 minus t raised to minus 1. That's expansion is going to be 1 plus t square plus t cube plus t fourth and so on. And here it is 1 plus t raised to minus 1. So therefore g of minus 1 and t is equal to 1 plus t raised to minus 1. This expansion gives me, can anyone tell me, all odd terms will be negative. So 1 minus t plus t square minus t cube plus t raised to 4 minus t raised to 5 and so on. This is the expansion of 1 plus t raised to minus 1. And here also we have written this also, g of minus 1t can be written as summation over n equal to 0 to infinity. This is Pn of minus 1 into t raised to n. Expanding this, I'll get, if I go for expansion of this, This is p0 of minus 1 into t raised to 0. Now we can call this to be equation E. Then it is plus p1 of minus 1 into t raised to 1 plus p2 of minus 1 into t raised to 2 plus p3 of minus 1 into t raised to 4 and so on. This is my B part of B equation. And look here, t raised to 0, t raised to 0 there is 1, t raised to 1, t raised to 1, but this time this coefficient here is p1 of minus 1 is equal to minus 1. p1 of minus 1 is minus 1, then p2 of minus 1 is plus 1, whereas p3 of minus n is equal to minus 1. Then p4 of minus 1 is plus 1, p5 of minus 1 is minus 1. So alternate plus and minus terms are there. Okay, and therefore from this, from comparing equation A and B, comparing equation A and B, so compare both of this, you will get Pn of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 raised to n. If n is even, then it is plus. If n is odd, then it is minus, and that is what the proof. So first property of this legendary polynomial we have showed that this what we have shown, Pn of 1 is equal to 1 and Pn of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 raised to n. Now provided n is even, then Pn of minus 1 is plus 1. If n is odd, then Pn of minus 1 is also odd. So this property can be verified and can be proved very easily from the proof what we have given here. Okay. Now next part, there are again not many properties, but two more properties we'll discuss. One is called as this Rodrigues formula method, and second is okay, we'll just cover that only. Okay, अजून काही properties आहेत. Orthogonality properties also there, which is one of the very important property from the PG the postgraduate point of view. But for the UG also we are going to discuss little bit about that, because in quantum mechanics this orthogonality of a function plays a very vital role. What is that? That also we are going to discuss maybe in the tomorrow lecture. So today we'll go for another property, number 2. Second, now we have to show that Pn of minus x is equal to minus 1 raised to n into Pn of x. Pn of minus x is equal to minus 1 raised to n into Pn of x. That indicates for values of n, odd values and even values, for n is equal to 0, 2, 4, 6, etc., Pn of minus x and Pn of plus x are same. But when n is equal to 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 7, etc., then sign of Pn of x and sign of Pn of minus x, they are different one. That is what the message we have to take from this particular property. Okay, now let's go for its proof. I'll go a bit fast because a bit mathematical. Let take some dummy variable. Let's put x prime is equal to minus x. Therefore its differential dx prime upon dx is equal to minus 1, differential of this. Hence d by dx is equal to, can be written as dx prime upon dx, we can rearrange this, into dx upon, d, only d here, not this x here, into d upon dx prime, change of variable. I have done nothing. D by dx is written as, this d is here, this is dx prime is taken in the numerator as well as dx prime is taken in the denominator. So dx prime upon dx into d upon dx prime is equal to d by dx. So using this from earlier equation, this is nothing but minus 1 into d by dx prime. So d by dx is equal to minus 1 into d by dx prime. Therefore its second differential d square upon dx square. Second differential of this, it can be written as d by dx of d by dx. Simple mathematics, calculus. So here d by dx can be written as minus 1 into d upon dx prime into bracket is minus 1 into d by dx prime. I am just replacing this d by dx and d by dx by above equation. So this minus 1 into minus 1 is plus, and this gives me d square upon dx prime square. D square upon dx prime square. Similarly, if I go for third calculation, similarly, everything is given textbook in very nicely. You can go for that later on also. D by d cube upon dx cube is equal to, this will come to be minus 1 raised to 3 into d cube upon dx prime cube, and so on. And so on. Therefore, if I go for this way, we will get exactly, I'll get here this way. On both sides, I'll get d raised to n upon dx raised to n is equal to minus 1 raised to n into d raised to n upon dx prime raised to n. Same is it. Okay, and we are introducing now this one important case here. The legend, this is what third way. In the third way, we can obtain same legendary polynomial, and that is called as a Rodrigues formula. Now we will be introduced to this Rodrigues formula as follows. Okay, so right here, the legendary polynomial Pn of x. Legendary polynomial Pn of x are also defined by following relation. Now what is that relation? Very simple to remember and to write too. So this relationship is going to be Pn of x is equal to, this is 1 upon 2 raised to n into n factorial into d raised to n upon dx raised to n of x square minus 1 raised to n. Now don't ask from where this formula came. These are the formulas given by Rodrigues, and he showed that after using this formula we get exactly same polynomials which we have called to be legendary polynomials, which we have plotted earlier. So that's what this is called as a Rodrigues formula. Okay, we can write here further Rodrigues, Rodrigues formula. So note that this is third way of getting the legendary polynomials. First way is use the method of series solution, second way is use the generating function, and third one is called as Rodrigues formula. Let's check this. Now I have to substitute this d by dx raised to n in above equation. Substituting d raised to n upon dx raised to n in above equation, which we have already obtained there after our equation, and replacing x by minus x. Okay, this equation, above equation becomes, I can write this is Pn of minus x prime. Replace x by minus x and prime. This will be given as 1 upon 2 raised to n into n factorial as it is. Now this will be minus 1 raised to n. I am replacing this d raised to n upon dx raised to n. This is d raised to n upon dx prime raised to n multiplied by x prime square minus 1 raised to n. Okay, and one more thing we are doing here, as this x prime is dummy variable, I think it is bit difficult for most of the students to understand why we are doing this. Doesn't matter, it's not that difficult. Dummy variable, replacing it by x we get. So replace this x prime by x again. I'll get x prime by x again. I'll get Pn of minus x is equal to, now the things on the right hand side will remain as it is, 2 raised to n, n factorial, now minus 1 raised to n into d raised to n upon dx raised to n into x raised square minus 1 raised to n. And now everything is the same. So here except this everything is like Pn of x. So therefore Pn of minus x is equal to minus 1 raised to n into this is Pn of x. So what I mean here, left hand side is the Legendre polynomials for negative values of x, right hand side is the Legendre polynomials for the positive values of x, and they are related by this number here, minus 1 raised to n. As I said earlier, if n is positive or the n is even, then minus 1 raised to even number is even. That means Pn of x. So here you can write here, if n is even, then Pn of minus x is equal to Pn of plus x. These are called as symmetric. We are going to have some parity function again later on, but that is later on as another property. And if n is odd, this value of Pn of minus x is equal to minus 1 into Pn of x. This is antisymmetric. Okay, and there is one more small derivation that will look here, and then we will stop for today's session. And lastly, let's check. So let us find Legendre polynomials. So let us obtain Legendre polynomials. Sometimes this question is asked in examination. Polynomials using Rodrigues formula. What is Rodrigues formula we have been given? It is Pn of x is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to n factorial into d raised to n upon dx raised to n into x square minus 1 raised to n. This is my Rodrigues formula. Just check, 1 upon 2 raised to n into n factorial into d raised to n upon dx raised to n into the bracket x square minus 1 raised to n. Okay, now let's check. First, put n is equal to 0. So what I should get here, left hand side will be P0 of x is equal to, now this is 1 upon 2 raised to 0 into 0 factorial multiplied by d raised to 0 upon dx raised to 0 into x square minus 1 raised to 0. Can anyone tell me? Now here 2 raised to 0 is, anything raised to 0 is always, here 2 raised to 0 is 1, then 0 factorial is also equal to 1, then x square minus 1 raised to 0, this is also going to be, that is x square minus 1 raised to 0 is also equal to 1, and this d raised to 0 upon dx raised to 0, that is also equal to 1. So everything is 1, so I'll get simply 1, and there is my P0x. So from the Rodrigues formula we got first Legendre polynomial, that is P0x, which is equal to 1. Now check your earlier polynomials. This is exactly same, which is obtained this way. Now take the second. This is an example. This example is asked very frequently in the examination, theoretical examination. Try to understand this. Put n is equal to 1. Now left hand side of this Rodrigues formula will be now P1 of x. So what I should get? P1 of x should be equal to x for all. कुठल्यासाठी x Pn x 1x should be equal to x. Let's check whether we are getting this or not. Now this is 1 upon 2 raised to 1 into 1 factorial multiplied by d raised to 1 upon dx raised to 1. So that is d by dx of x square minus 1 raised to 1. Solve this. Now again 2 raised to 1 is, so here 2 raised to 1 is 2, 1 factorial is 1, and this d1 upon d raised to 1 upon dx1 is dx raised to 1 is d by dx, and x square minus 1 is also going to be raised to 1 is x square minus 1. So solving this, I'll get, this is 1 upon 2 into, now this is d by dx of x square minus 1. So get this differential, I'll get 1 by 2 here. Getting differential of this will give you twice x and minus 0. Solving this, so by 2x minus 0 is twice x, so 2 will get cancelled, you will get x, and that is how p1x, therefore p1 of x is equal to x. This is my Legendre polynomial. This is my first Legendre polynomial of order 0. Legendre polynomial of order 1 is equal to x. That is what we obtained from this Rodrigues formula. And the third one, put n is equal to 2. This much is enough, I think, not needed to go further. So Rodrigues formula gives me p2 of x is equal to, now this here is 1 upon 2 raised to 2 into 2 factorial. Now this is 1 upon 2 raised to n into n factorial, and this time it is d square upon dx square into x square minus 1 raised to 2, because n is equal to 2. Solve this. Now this is 2 raised to 2 is 4 into 2 factorial is 2, that is, it gives me 1 upon 8. Now this is d by dx of in the bracket its first differential, so I can get this d by dx, d square upon dx square is d by dx of d by dx of, so getting differential of this, I'll get 2 into the bracket x square minus 1 raised to 1, and into multiplied by differential of this x square is twice x. So first differential is d by dx of x square minus 1 raised to 2 is 2 into x square minus 1 raised to 1 multiplied by 2x, that is differential of x square is 2x. And just solve this further. That is 1 upon 8 here, and that is how I get this differential. I'll get it to be d by dx of, now solving this, it is 4x and in the bracket x square minus 1. So get this differential, we'll get is equal to, now this 4 and this 8, this can be cancelled, so it is 1 upon 2 d by dx of, solving this, this is x cube minus x. So get this differential, it is 1 by 2 here, differential of x cube is now 3x square, and differential of x with respect is minus 1, and that is how to have p2x. So check whether we get same Legendre polynomials which we have obtained earlier using this generating function method. So here I got p0x is equal to 1, p1 of x is equal to x, p2 of x is equal to 1/2 into 3x square minus 1. So that is how Legendre polynomial obtained here. You can go for p3x also, you have to go for all these calculations, and that shows here. So Legendre polynomial of order n equal to 0, 1, 2. First three Legendre polynomials can be obtained very easily from this formula, which is called as a Rodrigues equation or Rodrigues formula. So Rodrigues formula for Legendre polynomial is p1 of x is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to n into n factorial multiplied by d raised to n upon dx raised to n into the bracket x square minus 1 raised to n. Solve this, you will get p0x, p1x, p2x, p3x, etc. So all Legendre polynomials can be obtained by using this Rodrigues formula method, and same is the method or same is the formula which we have, sorry, same is the polynomials we obtained from earlier discussions here, which we have plotted there. So this is what P0 of x is equal to 1, P1 of x is equal to x, P2 of x is equal to 1 half into 3x square minus 1, and P3 of x is equal to 1 by 5 times 5x cube minus 3x. So Legendre polynomials obtained by this generating function method, Legendre polynomials that have been obtained by this Rodrigues formula, and Legendre polynomials which we obtained using the series solution method in the previous chapter, these are exactly same. Additional here, we have plotted this Legendre function and we got this type of diagram here. Okay, so today we will stop here because almost 1 hour and 20 minutes we have taken. One more points I want to discuss here, but it will be done later on. Now, remaining properties of this Legendre function, etc., its orthogonal, etc. Once we have introduced to this, in tomorrow's session we will discuss all these properties there. Okay, don't leave. I have to take the attendance. Let me check how many from MSc, how many from BSc students are appearing there, and then we can go for another case there. Okay, let me stop the recording.